You're good.
Hey, this is Ben Wheeler, the Mercenary King, friend of Imagineyourgoddess. I'm bringing with you the Soulless deck I used in Chicago. I got 109th place, so, you know, not too bad, not too bad. This is a Soulless deck, obviously, starting out with Little Witch Lulu. It's a nice, you know, +1 when you ride over a grade 3. Soul lasts 2, you know. So you get that Soulless stuff, you know, whole mechanic here.
Yep.
4 heals. I prefer this art. Standard. I don't really cycle them in. 4 Psychic Birds. I use them for combos. 12 crits. Then these 8 for the rest of them. For the grade 1s, I got 4 Perfect Shields, pretty standard. For the 8K boosters, it helps Tom hit 16, which is really necessary for this deck. 3 Battle Sister Omelets. These are the 10K grade 1s. These are useful because, you know, sometimes you just don't get those columns that you like, so you put this down while you still have a Soulless Coco. You can actually get a nice little 15K column there. Nice to kill a rear guard. 2 of the 10K Vanguard boosters. You will have 4 cards in your hand for most of the game, and if you aren't, you're probably not going to win very much. Or win much at all, really. And then, this is upside down. Oh, whatever. Finally, 2 of the Luckbirds. Soul Blast 2, draw a card. It's pretty great. Sometimes you use Psychic Bird to put this down and then draw a card. Other times, it's when you ride over Sakuya over Coco, you can put this guy down and you can Soul Blast the 2 Cocos to get another +1 out of it and get a Soulless, so you can Coco again next turn. 4 10K beaters. You've got a lot of 8K grade, 7 to 8K grade 2s, so it puts you in a weak position, so I run the full amount of these guys. 3 Battle Sister Mochas. You will have 4 cards in hand. I prefer it over Glacé because there's not. I've become sold very quickly, so not as useful. 4 Toms, pretty standard. With the Toms, you can, you know, can't use zeros to guard. So I use it with the Oracle Guardian Gemini. Get a good 16K column going. Very hard to beat. The only problem is weakness against cross rides. So usually I would put it a column like this, so it hits 13K. Then worry about it when they, you know, get like a trigger on them or something like that. I run 4 Cocos. These are the ace of the deck. So when it's placed and there's 0 or less, 1 or less cards in Soul, Counterblast 2, draw 2 cards. So you ride over it. Soul Blast 2, it's empty. Put it back here, draw a card. It's empty. Counterblast 2, draw 2. So you get +3 cards. Depending on whether you went first or second, you could have between 7 or 10 cards in hand. Just depending on how the battle's gone. Finally, I have 3 Goddess of Flower Divination Sakuyas. They're pretty great. So you go Coco, Counterblast 2, draw 2. Coco again, Counterblast 2, draw 2. It loses the 3K, but hey, you know, it's not. You don't really use Coco for the 3K all the time. And then you bring in Sakuya, Luckbird, draw. It's going to be a 24K column with. Where is she? Come on. Oh, there she is. Thank you. 24K with Milk, so it's a really great number. You know, it's just a really solid, really great deck overall. I like to call it grade 3 evolutionary rides. Coco, Sakuya. If you heal, you can Sakuya, you can Coco again for another 2 cards, which is really great, and it happens surprisingly often, especially if you cycle in your grade zeros. Is there anything else I should talk about?
Talk about your matchups.
Oh yeah, I had 4 matches in the end. The first one was against a Dungaree deck, which was actually pretty fearsome, but he didn't get Dungaree, so it was like, okay, that's great. He kept on critting me though, and it was really scary in that regard. And then my second matchup I lost, and it was against Blood. I made a really dumb mistake, and I attacked Blood while he was at 4 damage, and it wasn't my Vanguard, and there wasn't crits on it. And so he's like, yeah, sure, I'll let that pass. And then he did his Blood thing and killed me. This third match was against a doped up Arboros user. Poor guy was on like every painkiller known to man, and he would literally like phase out for a minute on end. and it was really creepy, just really creepy. In the end, I only won because I critted him at the right second, and I had 20k in guard, and he had a full field. I wasn't gonna survive the next turn. No heals in sight. My last matchup was against Tsukiyomi. I mismanaged that. I mismanaged my guard. I should have put down like 2 grade zeros instead of like a perfect shield. I had plenty in hand, and eventually he got out his toms like at the last turn. So it was like 2 toms. I should have had perfect shields for him, but I didn't. So yeah, it wasn't it was my mistakes that lost me in my matches rather than grade suck or anything else like that. This has been Ben Wheeler, the Mercenary King, out.
And you're